Hi folks, 22nd of June 2015, garden update, back garden update. Cropped all the broad beans. I was sort of putting in the next sort of relay planting, so we got some, about a month ago I put in some tomatoes, give them a chance to develop root system, all the lovely mulch, including broad beans, stalks. There's a pretty poppy. As they've sprung up everywhere. If you look down there, they're like it makes you think that you could put a load of lettuces and stuff where all those poppies have popped up, but they're very pretty. The cherry tree's doing well. Don't know if we can see all the lovely. Well, they'll be ripening really soon. It's another good year without cherry. One of the highlights of the garden. This is I don't know whether I'm pronouncing it right. Karubi de Musan, which is supposed to be a monge too, but I just let it grow on and eat the peas. It's got the prettiest pinky purple flowers. Very nice. So I've been putting the next, relaying the next set of plants for cropping after spring's broad beans and garlic and onions and so on. So we've got some squashes. I've cropped the perennial French leek, the Poireau perpetuelle. These are the ones I'm going to replant in a nursery bed. So I've taken half away to eat and half are in that pot. In this small space there was about half a kilo's worth. Well, there was half a kilo's worth. So all in all, with the stuff I'm going to keep, so that's about a kilo. Inside I've got me aubergines. It's quite nice soil in there now after all the mulching. Oh, and a couple of very, very small chilies. I'm hoping they'll do all right. We've got this is doing nicely. I keep in seed from these Welsh onions. They're a perennial onion, but I can propagate far more of them if I can take the seed. Well, I hope so anyway. But this one divides and doesn't die back in the summer. And some shallots. Now this one, I planted a load in autumn, early winter. Now they all died back except for this one and this one. And you can tell they're the winter planted ones because they're flowering, which a shallot shouldn't be doing, which is interesting enough. But where it divides at the bottom, a shallot always divides at the bottom into lots of little ones, and these are growing quite nicely. You see the stalks here, flower stalks, they divide out. You can see a shallot appearing, so they divide out so it doesn't ruin the shallots. Well, I'm hoping not anyway. Here's one that was planted in the spring, and it's doing quite nicely, nesting up nicely. Some tomatoes. Some perennial stuff. The wild rocket is inside this clutch. It's not doing as well. It's suffering, whereas this one, the self-seeded one down here, I don't know whether it's the vigour of youth or because this is 6 years old, and this one's this year's old. So could be the vigour of youth, but I suspect it's the heat in there. Here's an ordinary cabbage, a greyhound cabbage, taken from a cutting. This is about third or fourth year I've been taking cuttings from. They're all clones, and as you can see, 2 heads are forming. Very interesting experiment. Again, shallots. We've cut the flower stalks out of this one, hoping well, I know it's going to do alright, because as you can see there's lots of nesting out, and there's skirret. Skirret's a perennial vegetable, tastes a bit like parsnip, a bit like carrot, and a bit like the potato. So it's a very nice vegetable, but you divide it, eat half, put the other half back in. There's garlic, very poor harvest this year, so I'm keeping a couple, these ones, to grow on. Terrible attack of rust. I'm hoping, given another couple of weeks, they'll bulb up nicely, unlike the other ones which I did harvest. Terrible harvest. Some peas. This is Kelvedon Wonder. Quite proud of these. I've just started to eat them. And, I think they're quite pretty as well. We've got loads of self-seeded poppies. Papaver somniferum. Elephant garlic. Had one of these picked up. It hadn't bulbed up. About a week ago I pulled it up. It's hadn't really bulbed up properly, but it's very tasty, very productive. This is where I had a load of broad beans. I'm just finishing them off now. Just about to pull those two plants up. Probably part some peas, some more peas in there. And these are a purple podded pea, Shiraz. I think it's a very nice one. I'm not picking them as they're supposed to be Monch too, but I'm just letting them turn into proper podded peas, big peas, putting in stews and stuff. Potatoes in a big pot. Lovage. The perennial Taunton Dean cow. There's some Japanese bunching onions. Some comfrey. Oh, and hopefully you can see the pears developing on there. Anyway, that's my garden. That garden. It's looking nice. I'll see you all later.